Everybody say trust the script. Okay, I'm not going back, so if you weren't here last Sunday, that's on you. Okay? Okay, today we're going to start from this. Every scene serves the story. Every scene serves the story. In essence, if you're in a movie and there's a scene in that movie, every scene is going to serve the story of that movie. We're going to use for that scripture for that is Romans 8:28. Romans 8:28. I was looking at a movie while looking at the movie, even though I know what was going to happen, you still get edgy, but because I don't know why when you look at a movie and you know what's going to happen, it still put the same type of emotions in you that you had before the first time you looked at the movie. Y'all ever did that? So certain things, I'm this kind of fella. I'm looking at a movie and I know something bad's getting ready to happen. I don't want to see it per se. I got enough bad going on in my life. I don't like to see bad. But I sit there and go through it. And God told me this. He said, trust the process. Because that's the part of the movie that we play in our own life that we don't trust the process. When things start to happening bad, we're ready to jump scenes. But you have to trust the process because you don't look at too many movies. Let's welcome Zilo Jace Zilo. Come on, give God some love for Jace Zilo. That's my great grandson. You heard that, Tim? Great Jace Zilo. Wow. When you're looking at a movie, you already know that the star never dies in the movie. How many people know that? I don't care what happens. He can about to get his leg chopped off. The building about to fall on him. But the star cannot die. All right. This is your place in the movie. The star cannot die. Hold your hands up. Say, I am the star in my movie. That's right. That's what we're talking about. Trust the script. Because we have a good writer to your script. The person who wrote your script is God. Romans 8:28 says this, and we know, we do what? We know that all things work together for the good to them that love God, to them who are called according to his purpose. Romans 8:28. So this is the question I ask. So even in the natural life is designed to survive in the natural. So this was my thought. What is the statistics to babies being born in the world? What are the statistics? In essence, how many babies live, how many babies die? And I found out by researching it, only 1% of babies die. 1%. That's like out of every 1,000 babies, there's a 0.05%. 5 babies may die. That means before every child ever takes the first step, before they ever speak a word, they have already beat the odds just by arriving. Stay with me, jailer. Come back, jailer. Come back. Yeah, jailer. Come back. Let's go on this trip together. Jailer baby, when he was born, the umbilical cord was wrapped around his neck, choking him to death. The doctor had to cut the umbilical cord from around him to be able to deliver him. In the natural, he could have been, but we know he couldn't have been. He could have been, but he couldn't have been. Because I've already seen these 2 little boys playing with me. No, I'm serious. God showed me that a year ago or so. He showed me these 2 little boys in my room, and they're coming and running to my legs and playing with me. One a little higher than the other. One a little bigger than the other. I know Murphy wanted to have twins, so I'm saying, why are these twins different sizes? Because if they are twins, they should be the same. But it wasn't because it was time for her to have twins. It was time for her to have a boy, and I didn't know Jayla was going to have one. But God had already showed me these little boys interacting, so he can't die. Because the scene has been written. The scene has been written. He's playing with me. Your scene has been written. Thank you so much. Your scene has been written. You just don't know everything about the scene. That's why you have to, that's why the message is titled Trust the Script. And as you begin to trust what God has already done, just walk your stuff, hey, just walk it out. Just walk it out. Because you the star of the movie. Buildings don't fall on you. Even if the star gets shot, he lives. You're the star. You shall live and not die, and declare the victories of the Lord in the land of the living. Shout about it, somebody. Y'all can do better than that. It's good to be seated. So it means that life was not designed to fail. That's why the babies got here. Sometimes they die prematurely. That's not because God taken them. And let me get out of that. Things that you are experiencing in your life is just a part of the script. This is what you come back and do what the song says. I trust in God. I trust in God. You're just in a scene. It's not going to end up bad. The total outcome of the movie is you win. So if you're experiencing good scenes, bad scenes, or confusing scenes, all work together for the good. It's going to bring you into the place that you need to be at in order to get your victories. Listen at this. You see, you ever been looking at a movie and the boy meet the girl and everything's going well? Man, it look like it's going to be like one of those type of movies where they're not going to run into any of these obstacles and they're just going to be happy ever after. And then right when you think that, something shifts. The worst part of the movie is set up for your greatest victory. If you've been through something bad, because you see, it's like in stages. So you've been through something bad, let's just say you did. But you overcame that. And then you went to better. And then another bad came, but you overcame it. And you went to better. Now you were supposed to, whether you did or not, you're supposed to go to better every time. But in the worst part of the movie is when the greatest victory is revealed. You are crying in your scene. You are crying in your scene. But God has already finished the story. You are crying in your scene. But God, you know, sometimes you cry, right? Okay. Sometimes things get heavy and you don't have words to say. Thank you, God. I heard what you said. But this is what God allows. God allows your tears to speak a language. And what God does is send you. I taught you this on a Wednesday night service. A lot of you didn't hear it. I taught you this on a Wednesday night. God sends angels. They bottle up your tears and they take him back to a library, a place in heaven. And it's recorded what you said in your tears. Wow, that's deep. Because when I was crying today playing the song, it was about, God, I trust you. I'm still here teaching you because I trust you. And all of the things that I face, if you have not a clue, God, I trust you. Why am I trusting him? Because he wrote the script. And in his script, Jadon was a winner. I don't even know how I'm going to win. I just know I win. I don't know what method. I don't know what road I'm going down to win, but I know I win. So what I taught you this morning had to be revealed to me. No, you ain't getting it. What I taught you this morning had to be revealed to me. Why did it have to be revealed? Because I sought the Lord. And he heard and he answered. And I sought the Lord. And he heard and he answered. And I sought the Lord. And he heard and he answered. God knows my heart for you. I sought the Lord. He heard and he answered me. He had to give me a way to get to the next place. He had to give me a way to inform you how to get to the next place, because you've been praying and you've been believing and I've been praying and I've been believing. And he says when we seek him with our whole heart, he will be found. Oh, and we found him. And today you know secrets. And today and from this day forward, your life will never be the same. And you hear that a lot, but it's in stages. Today, Jadon, baby Buckner, and Jace, and Lauren, they are in one stage of their life now. But they're going to grow up into another stage and see another victory where they don't have to suck bottles, nobody don't have to change their pampers, and they're going to have that victory. Then they're going to get up in another stage where they're going to be able to write and talk to you intelligently, go to school. That's another stage. And then they're going to develop into another stage in high school and college and getting married. That's all stages. Today, your life will never, ever, 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 from the day forth. If you go home and pray Psalms 23, Psalms 91, and Psalms 27, in that sequence, you got to play it in that sequential order from this day forward. From this day forward, everything you ask God for, unless you abort the plan, you will have it. Give God praise. I got one more minute. You ain't going to cheat me out my minute. Sit down. Even though you're crying in your scene, but God already sees the finished story. The movie is never over. The star doesn't lose. Please get that. I'm going to have to come back and teach this one more time because my time is up. You're the star, Christian. You're the star in your movie. Quit letting Satan tell you something else. You have not been designed to lose or fail. The reason why he was able to make it, Xylo, Jace, the reason he was allowed to make it is written in the script of his life. God already knows the ending of his life. He already knows all the things that he will accomplish in his life. So he had to make it through that little tough time. That was just a bad time in a scene that God had to step in and do something, because in the script, that's how it was supposed to happen. He was supposed to live and not die. He's supposed to be here today, so I can testify to you about the victory and about the goodness of the Lord in this same message. Trust the script. Tell your neighbor today, sitting by you, say, trust the script. Trust it. Quilla, nothing is going to happen. Trust it. Listen, Quilla, God has Mike. Trust the script. God has him. What you pray for, God has already answered. Now trust the script. Stand to your feet. I receive. Thank you. We're going to do this one more time to get to the end. Somebody say, I trust the script. Come on, don't you feel like a star? Don't you feel like a celebrity? Because you are in your movie. And listen, most celebrities, unless they have blown it, are not poor. That means they did have money, but they're blowing it. But most of them, let's just say they didn't, and let's say you're one of a good steward. You haven't blown yours. So if you're a celebrity in your movie, guess what you should be? You should be rich. Man, I'm giving y'all some good stuff. Hold up your hands and receive from God. Mac, you're the star in your movie. Yeah. God is awesome, isn't he? That's awesome. How many years I came to your house? I've been going to Mac's house so long time I forgot how long I was going there. It was just part of my routine. Just you knew you got to go to Mac's house. But look at what God did. But look at what God did. Look at what God did. And when Mac first got into that condition and the enemy attacked his mind, I tried to give him some communion in my office. I ain't gonna tell him how you act, man. Me and Della, his daughter. Hopefully y'all can get words out of that. Mac fought me and Della. Della and I. He fought us. Mac said, I am not taking that communion. I mean, Mac literally fought us. Because that's what the enemy do. He turn you away from him and his presence and the thing that's concerning him. That's what the devil does. If you're in a station where you can't get right with God, you can't give God praise, you might need to get your mind checked. But today you're good because you came to service. You're good. You're good. You're good. You prayed them 3 Psalms. Psalms what? Psalms what? And what? You do that. You do that. Again, shall I receive? Let's love the